Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I am Shaira Flanders. Nationally, Prime Minister and Minister of Health, Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, says the government remains committed to providing quality health care in St. Kitts and Nevis. He was speaking during his first press conference with cabinet ministers on Tuesday.
With respect to health, health remains a top priority for us. And I am pleased to announce substantial advancements in our healthcare infrastructure, particularly at the Joseph N. France General Hospital. As we continue to work towards the new climate smart hospital, we remain committed to enhancing the experience and quality of care at all of our hospitals.
Dr. Drew used the opportunity to provide an update on improvements made in the healthcare sector.
Our investments extend beyond mere infrastructure, however, but we do recognize that. And if you go to the hospital, you'll recognize that work is being done on the foyer to improve the experience as people enter the hospital. And we'll be using technology as part of improving that enhanced experience. We are also doing work on the morgue, which is almost completed. It was a dilapidated, neglected part of the hospital, and we have done significant work there. And parts of the roof in the back of the hospital are what we used to call the whole hospital, the old hospital. That is going on presently. We are also earmarking the psychiatric ward, where we are now undergoing the scope of work to start significant work at the psychiatric ward as well. We are getting ready to open back up the private ward, which had suffered, and that is part of completing all of the works at the JNF hospital. But in addition to that, we are in the process of procuring new ambulances. We recognize that we need more ambulances or newer ambulances, and we are in the process at this particular time. We hope that those will be in the fleet within the first quarter.
Prime Minister and Minister of Health, Honorable Dr. Terence Drew. And in other news, the cable has once again partnered with the Rotary Club of Liamiga to make the wishes of elderly persons across the country a reality. On Valentine's Day, as part of the Make-A-Wish for the Elderly project, elderly persons were presented with gifts in a show of appreciation. CEO of the cable, Patricia Walters, spoke of how the project came about, noting that the initiative aims to make the elderly feel special.
Make-A-Wish for the Elderly was started way back when the two of us were working somewhere else, and we decided that on Valentine's Day, which is meant to be a day of love, there's lots of people that, for whatever reason, feel lonely. And we thought, in that particular instance, the elderly, who may have lost their partners, their children may have left them, they may be ill, they may be in the house by themselves, needed something that would make them feel full of love on the same day as everybody else who was celebrating Valentine's Day. So we chose Valentine's Day deliberately.
That's right.
And we wanted to make the elderly, who upon the shoulders of which we stand now, feel very special on that day. And so it was a Make-A-Wish, and the wish was meant to be something that they really wanted, something that they perhaps were sitting at home and thinking, I wish I could have done that, I wish I could have done that earlier.
Chief Commercial Officer at the cable, Bibiana Henry, spoke of the significance of this project.
We are basically spanning the entire country, and that is what is so special about this project. It's something that is truly, truly meaningful, because this investment, and to be honest, is quite a hefty investment. It's about the investment in time, in funds, and we get it back. So we don't regret what we do, because at the end of the day, we feel blessed as well. And I think that is why, the saying goes, is actually biblical, that it is better to give than to receive. And we actually feel this in the core of our being when we engage in this project.
District Governor of Rotary District 7030, the Rotary Club is pleased to partner with the cable on this initiative.
There are many people out there who wish for things, who need things that they cannot afford themselves, that they need support from clubs like ours. They need support from other people to get. So the Make-A-Wish was actually a no-brainer, because it is part of assisting especially indigent, underprivileged, elderly people achieve something that they've wanted but cannot get. And the choice of partnering with the cable, we could not find a more suitable partner for this sort of venture, because we have such a wonderful group of people whose enthusiasm either equals or even surpasses ours. So we are literally thrilled to be part of this wonderful Make-A-Wish with the best partners we could ever had in the circumstances.
The 2024 Make-A-Wish initiative saw the nomination and delivery of gifts to 86 elderly persons around the island. And in other news, a number of lucky residents around the island of St. Kitts were treated to care packages from the National Caribbean Insurance, or NCI, and the St. Kitts Electricity Company Limited, or SCELEC, in celebration of Valentine's Day on Wednesday. General Manager of NCI, Diana Humphreys-Williams, was on hand to meet and greet the senior citizens and deliver some of the care packages. She explained the rationale behind the initiative.
On this special day, this love day, Valentine's Day, National Caribbean Insurance is here in the community giving back to our elderly as we celebrate 50 years as an institution. We know National is committed to the upkeep of the citizens of this federation, and we are giving just back a little bit of all that they have given to us. So this morning we are distributing packages. We are doing packages in all throughout the country. We are dealing with the Bastia Zone, West Zone and East Zone. We are giving out a total of, and as well as Nevis and Anguilla, all the territories in which National operate. So we are giving out 50 gift baskets for 50 years of service to the Federation and Anguilla.
NCI's anniversary is being celebrated under the theme, "At 50 We Stand Tall, NCI Cares for All." ZIZ's news cameras also caught up with the care package distribution of SCELEC. General Manager of SCELEC, Clement Williams, explained that the care packages were being distributed to past SCELEC employees. Mr. Williams was at time handing over a care package to former meter reader at SCELEC, William Brown. He stated that the care package was a token of appreciation for his years of service to the company. SCELEC distributed 5 other care packages to persons who held positions such as shift charge supervisor, chief consumer clerk, and mechanic. And after the break, U.S. Ambassador to St. Kitts and Nevis outlined top priorities, and International Diabetes Federation President visits. Stay with us.
We've been working to bring you our most reliable internet ever.
And today, we are very excited to offer gig speed on Flo's fiber-powered network.
The best entertainment experience in St. Kitts and Nevis.
And plans that give you everything you need.
It's a new Flo, and it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired by you.
This is your boy Super Handy Andy with your Super Handy Andy deals at Hospice Billing Center for the month of October. Clear roof sealant was $113.72, now $96.67. Quick patch and repair was $131.88, now $112.10. 3M respirator was $34.90, now $29.67. Suede leather work boots was $230.49, now $195.89. Light duty coverall was $26.79, now $22.78. Split palm leather gloves was $34.62, now $29.43. Protective goggles was $26.16, now $22.24. Concrete repair was $30.40, now $25.83. Flash band $146.50, now $124.52. Tropicoat red was $234.94, now $199.70. Super handy Andy deals, the Hospice Billing Center for the month of October, making home improvement easy.
Can I get a wow? It's the sound you'll make when you get our loan. From a place you once knew to a dream home come true. Wow, for a home like new. Wow, is the effect you'll get when you upgrade your home.
Upgrade, improve, enhance your home with National Bank's Wow Mortgage. For the effect you'll get when you upgrade your home. Lowest interest rate guaranteed and the most favorable terms.
It's Wow Mortgage. Can I get a wow?
Healthwise on ZIZ TV, Mondays at 8:30 p.m. Hosted by Dr. Monique Lescott, Dr. Jolette Woodley, and Dr. Patrice Lawrence.
Welcome back. Newly appointed United States of America Ambassador to St. Kitts and Nevis, Barbados, and the Eastern Caribbean, His Excellency Roger Nijhuis is on island participating in a number of engagements with government officials and local media outlets. He stopped by ZIZ Studios on Wednesday during the morning show with GQ to discuss his top 3 priorities as ambassador. Mr. Nijhuis first spoke about his background and his eligibility for the job.
I have learned about the key issues in this region. You know, it maps to my exact personal and professional story. You know, I grew up on the ocean. I grew up in my town was a tourist town. And very impacted by climate change. So my community where I grew up is as threatened by climate change as, you know, St. Kitts and Nevis. And so, and, you know, having, you know, my native background, you know, understanding, you know, what it means to be an Indigenous person.
He also stated that his top priorities as ambassador are climate change, economic and security issues. Nijhuis spoke about how the United States and St. Kitts and Nevis can collaborate on security matters.
This is an issue that we are actively engaged with St. Kitts and Nevis. We know that there is an increase in violent crime, and especially gun-related crime. We know that there are issues with young men, you know, helping to find a path that doesn't involve, you know, guns and criminal activity. So these are issues that I am personally engaged in. I'm having those conversations again. I've spoken directly with your Prime Minister and your Foreign Minister about these issues. We are on the ground. We are engaged with law enforcement. We help train your law enforcement with the latest tools and technologies to fight crime, to solve crimes.
The ambassador has so far met with the Governor General, among other government officials, and he will be traveling to Nevis on Thursday. Meanwhile, President-elect of the International Diabetes Federation, Professor Peter Schwartz, paid a courtesy call on the St. Kitts Diabetes Association on Tuesday and took the opportunity to tour the Bastia Health Center. The president-elect, who visited St. Kitts on a cruise, was taken on the tour by Public Relations Officer of the St. Kitts Diabetes Association, Dr. Reginald O'Loughlin, who spoke with ZIZ about the significance of this visit.
Professor Schwartz right now, he sits on the executive board of the International Diabetes Federation as the president-elect, which means next year, when the present president steps down, he becomes the president. So he's on a familiarization visit really to get a first-hand idea as to the needs for persons living with diabetes, what we do, how we are managing diabetes in these smaller countries, so that at least it will help him to make the necessary recommendations, plan strategies, and of course, overall improve the lives of people living with diabetes. He, of course, would be the first president who would have touched down in St. Kitts as leader of the International Diabetes Federation. And so he thinks that by going to countries like this, he'll get a much better idea as to how to deal with the diabetes situation.
Following the tour, Professor Schwartz said he was impressed by the achievements of diabetes care in St. Kitts.
To take the chance as the next president of the International Diabetes Federation to visit a diabetes institution and to talk to the people here in St. Kitts, and I learned the sweet sugar city St. Kitts, to learn from the people here about diabetes care. I'm very impressed by seeing the people here in St. Kitts, the hospitality, how friendly the people are, and I'm very impressed by the achievements of diabetes care. There's a very good structure of providing diabetes care. There are maybe limitations, but in general there is a very good structure of providing diabetes care. What is needed is finding the people with diabetes where they are and providing a good diabetes education.
He outlined areas for advancement based on his interactions and observations at the health center.
I learned in the last 2 hours, I learned a lot about the situation of people with diabetes in St. Kitts. What is needed here? A good supply of medication to treat diabetes. A good way of identifying the people with diabetes, because I think there are many people who have diabetes and are not known yet. But there's also a good diabetes education needed. I understand that many people fear injecting insulin or fear taking medication, but you can save your life by doing it. So good diabetes education is something the International Diabetes Federation would help here in St. Kitts.
Professor Schwartz has visited over 40 countries ahead of taking his position as president of the International Diabetes Federation. There are approximately 161 countries with diabetes association. And in other news, the police are investigating a shooting incident in Sandy Point that left one person dead. According to reports, the shooting occurred just after midnight on Wednesday. ZIZ understands that the deceased has been identified as Jermaine Green, a Jamaican national residing in St. Kitts. We'll have more information as it becomes available. And coming up in regional news, men granted right to seek matrimonial benefits. The details when we come back.
Here are your Hospice Value Mart IGA specials, running February 8th through the 21st. Now, our Value Club Blue Tag specials. Essential Everyday Vegetable Oil, $18.99. IGA or Essential Everyday Popcorn, $6.99. Multi-meal cereals, $12.99. Chobani Greek yogurt, $5.69. Essential Everyday Hash Brown Patties and Fries, $13.99. Kellogg's Special K cereals, $18.99. And now our very low weekly value deals. Essential Everyday 100% apple juice, $6.99. Essential Everyday Oats, $9.99. Wishbone salad dressing, $11.99. Arm & Hammer liquid detergent, $14.99. Colgate toothpaste, $7.99. VO5 shampoo and conditioner, $5.49. Shop smart, shop Value Mart. Sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en Value Mart.
We've been working to bring you our most reliable internet ever.
And today, we are very excited to offer gig speed on Flo's fiber-powered network.
The best entertainment experience in St. Kitts and Nevis.
And plans that give you everything you need.
It's a new flow, and it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired. And it's all inspired by you.
You have dreams, you're